Tell you what, and Dalton Hayes only slightly more experienced than R.L. Smith at this point as far as time in the business since he started training, since he started, wrestling all over the place. So these guys are very evenly matched, close to the same size, both very quick, both similar experience levels. And both of them know what it's like to hold Elite Pro gold.
And there it is.
That's what these men are fighting for tonight. The beautiful Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight Championship out there being shown to this crowd in attendance. Tell you what, now I think Dalton Hayes may have swayed a majority of this crowd.
R.L. Smith trying to get the crowd into it right off the bat.
I couldn't help but noticing R.L. Smith donning that cape on the way out. Not a lot of people can pull off a cape.
I think it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
If memory serves me, I believe the good doctor wore a cape a time or two. We go now, all right, a handshake here. These guys,
a little bit of sportsmanship.
Very well versed on each other, so I'm really curious to see the feeling out process here between the two.
Collar and elbow type into reversal. Dalton Hayes. Side headlock.
Dalton Hayes now has that left foot back, but R.L.
Shoulder block, and R.L. Smith is down.
Wow.
Right back up.
Hey, you may knock him down, but you won't keep him down, R.L. Smith says.
Leapfrog out of R.L. Smith.
Tell you what, R.L. Smith is not a small man. I mean, when you're standing there talking to him, he's a thick dude, and he, look at it, the springs in his feet is unbelievable. Wow.
And there we go.
Dalton Hayes just turned the dial up a little bit, and you can see the expression just changed.
Says, I've got what you want,
These are
and you're not going to take it.
Sean Fitzgerald just kind of letting these guys go at it here. Multiple closed fists there. It's a little early in the night, so he may not want to jump out of the gate too strict. Big back elbows there by RL.
The side of the head of Dalton Hayes. Couple blows to the face. Dalton Hayes is down, making his way up the middle rope in the corner.
An up kick there with the shin there. It looked like it caught him right on the bridge of the nose. He may even have his nose busted here from our vantage point. Backdrop. Oh, and RL was able to hold on.
Here's the and another kick to the face. Another kick, chest.
Wow, it looked like he caught the knee, too, underneath the chin there.
And Dalton Hayes is down on the outside.
You can hear him hit the floor from over here. I mean, we're at least 20 yards away from him. You could hear the sound of him hitting that ground. RL now.
RL trying to get the crowd behind him.
Now, this is never a good thing. Big European uppercut.
As he came through the ropes, and R.L. Smith is down, staring at the lights.
I think the biggest relief was on the faces of the people that were behind Dalton Hayes on the floor in the front section there.
Have R.L. Smith in their lap.
Dalton Hayes better look up in the ring instead of the...
Oh! Dalton Hayes is down. R.L. Smith.
How is R.L. Smith the first one up? R.L. Smith looked like he took a head dive straight down onto the floor. He caught some of it there on Dalton Hayes. I think his feet even come around and kind of clocked him, but it looked like R.L. Smith took an unbelievable fall there on the floor.
Yeah, he'll definitely be feeling that in the morning. How he's on his feet, I have no idea. Two count only.
Perhaps his landing was a little superficial on the floor there because he's definitely in control at this point. And Dalton Hayes is definitely worse for wear. Big overhand chop.
R.L. Smith acting for quiet. Oh, another chop laces Dalton Hayes' chest. The look of anguish on his face. I wouldn't want to beat Dalton Hayes right now into a neck breaker. Cover and 2 count only. Chin lock on R.L. Smith on Dalton Hayes. Applying the pressure, trying to get a submission. Just grinding that knee in between the shoulder blades of Dalton Hayes. The fans here, Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, rallying behind Dalton Hayes. Trying to get him to come back to life. A beautiful, beautiful drop kick to the back of the head of Dalton Hayes.
And again, RL, the springs in his feet, I mean, he makes his athletic maneuvers look effortless.
Yes, indeed. For a man his size, effortless.
Here we go now. He's got the chin lock now. RL's working it.
Dalton Hayes not ready to get down yet. Getting back up. His fans once again getting behind him. He's up and chin breaker. RL Smith staggered, stumbling back to the corner. Dalton Hayes was splash in the corner. Pushes him back once again. Irish whip across the ring into the opposite corner.
Hard buckle there. Dalton Hayes picking up some steam. Beautifully executing there. How he managed to take him right into the snap, Marin, a big elbow.
And Dalton Hayes with the cover now. 1, 2, and kick out. 2 count only. Scoop and a slam on Dalton Hayes with RL Smith. Huge leg drop out of Dalton Hayes. Cover once again. And yet again another 2 count.
Dalton Hayes now, and he hooked him tight. That's a sign of a true champion. Dalton Hayes didn't just lay on top of him trying to catch his breath. He hooked that leg and folded him up. He made him work to kick out. Hard shots there to the midsection from RL.
RL Smith off the ropes, and Dalton Hayes catches him with an atomic drop.
Oh, he went for the short arm clothesline, a little lackluster there. RL was able to duck it. Dalton returns the favor. Front face lock now there. It's almost got like an... Oh, he started off with like an anaconda.
And DDT on RL Smith.
He didn't get all of it. If you notice, RL's head come out just slightly at the last second there.
Bit of a glancing blow.
It was... Hey, if RL could take his head off the floor earlier, I don't know how much that DDT is going to affect him. Although he looks down there. As I said earlier, you know, RL's a thick dude, so when he came down, I mean, it doesn't take much to put that kind of compression on the vertebrae there in your neck to really stun you.
Dalton Hayes taking RL Smith up top.
Hayes
looking around. What's he planning?
Hayes is spending a lot of time getting him set up here.
Hayes climbing up. Keep going up higher. Stiff right hand at RL Smith. Again, Dalton Hayes is down.
He's paying for the hesitation there. He was looking around early. I don't know if he's looking for where the ref was or what was going on there, but.
And a simple shove off the top rope, and RL Smith is down.
Sometimes you don't have to be too complicated. You just have to get the job done. And
falling off the top rope about 8 feet to the floor will do it.
Just a 2-hand shove. Nothing pretty about it, but it was effective. RL now trying to get a little distance here after that spill to the floor. It's the second big spill to the floor we've seen from RL. These guys better watch the count here. Fitzgerald was up to 3.
And suplex on the outside of the ring. RL Smith once again feeling the effects on his lower back.
I've been in the wrestling business nearly 20 years, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that floors do not get softer over the years.
No, I guarantee not. He'll be feeling that one in the morning.
Oh, and they say they know how to fall. Give me a break. A great man once said. The referee's jumped Fitzgerald now. He's up to 5. They better be aware of that.
RL Smith favoring the back. Dalton Hayes rolls him back in. Goes for the cover. He wants to put RL Smith away. 1, 2, 3. Once and for all. He wants to win this. He wants to prove that he is the best Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight champion.
And that just goes to show, because Dalton Hayes could have just as easily rolled back in himself, left RL on the floor, and taken the count out. or at least attempted to take the count out.
But that's not the kind of competitor that this man is. He wants to win and win decisively. Vicious chop. Irish whip reversal. Dalton Hayes off the ropes. Oh, Arlo Smith. He's in a bad predicament here. Dalton Hayes may be going for a cloverleaf, and
Texas
yes,
cloverleaf.
Indeed he does.
Locked in beautifully.
Arlo Smith's in the middle of the ring. There's no escape. How on earth is he going to get out of this?
And he's got him folded tight.
Arlo Smith's going to get...
He's kind of losing a little bit of that leverage when he leans forward like that.
Power display out of Arlo Smith. He's trying to get to those ropes.
Dalton Hayes was squatted all the way back, and once he raised up, I think RL felt a little pressure give off, so
Dalton
he figured it out.
Dragging him back to the ring.
Sets back again. This could be it. RL is wincing in pain.
He won't submit. Dalton Hayes is locking in that hold. He will not give it up, but there's a lot of heart. A lot of heart in Arlo Smith.
Dalton Hayes could feel that he's starting to lose some of that grip there. Wow.
Kick on the chin.
Big up kick. Right under the chin of Dalton Hayes. And another
Dalton Hayes dazed. Staggering. Stumbling around.
Is he going for a Boston Crab? No.
Nope. Slingshot. Arlo Smith reversed it, landed on the second rope in the turnbuckle. Kicking to the shoulder blade. Dalton Hayes staggers back. Arlo Smith turns around.
Dalton is stunned. Oh, and he just screwed him off the top rope. Beautifully timed by Dalton Hayes.
Arlo Smith is inside out and upside down, laying face down on the mat. Dalton Hayes, desperation move. Which man will be on his feet first?
We have both men down now. We may even have a double count out after that move. Dalton Hayes, he was stunned, but he may have been playing possum a little bit there. Timed it perfectly. He saw him coming off, lunged forward into that spear.
This crowd getting behind Dalton Hayes and Arlo Smith.
Both men 3 seconds away from being. Oh, and now they're fighting from the ground. Big right hand there, right off the cheek.
Both men back to their knees.
And you can see the
blow
swelling.
for blow.
You can see the swelling forming on Dalton Hayes' face there from those up kicks earlier.
Back and forth, blows.
These guys are fighting. You can hear it. And these are close fists, and Fitzgerald just looks stunned. Like, what do I do? One punch is illegal. 45 punches, I don't know what you call that. Dalton Hayes lucky to be able to hold on to the middle rope there on his way too.
Arlo Smith right hand in a block. Dalton Hayes on the outside of the ring.
Oh! It looked like RL brought his knees up.
Dalton Hayes is down looking at the lights.
RL brought his knees up. He went through that. That was a traditional Dalton Hayes finishing move.
Man,
whoa!
Long 2 count. Dalton Hayes getting his shoulder up at the last second. Arlo Smith asking the referee.
Does not get any closer than that.
Now Arlo Smith looking a little frustrated.
Dalton Hayes kind of telegraphed that move a little bit. It was uncharacteristic, but I think RL was able to research it and enough to see what was coming.
Asking Dalton Hayes, get back up on your feet. Arlo Smith, the competitor he is, wants to finish him off.
Sharp elbow there.
Boot to the belly. Goes for neckbreaker reversed.
Oh my God!
Arlo Smith came down on his head.
He just got folded in half, and RL may be injured. He may not be out. He may be injured.
That's not good. Not good at all for Arlo Smith. Dalton Hayes goes for the cover. And a long 2 count. Dalton Hayes, what can he do to put Arlo Smith away?
I don't know how he rolled the shoulder. I mean, we saw a horrible dump to the floor earlier, but that move, I don't even know how he's conscious right now. And he may not be. You can see, I mean, his arms are up. You can tell that he's hurt.
It's all purely instinct at this point for R.O. Smith.
I'll be curious at this point to see if Fitzgerald is watching this closely to see if perhaps he should step in and stop this match to check the well-being of the neck of RL after that. I mean, he's moving okay, but that was one of the ugliest spills I've seen in quite some time.
Right down on top of his head. Slowly climbing up Dalton Hayes. Dalton Hayes is going to attempt to polish R.L. Smith off.
Oh, near fall there, RL out of nowhere.
Beautiful move out of R.O. Smith.
Both men nearly
cover.
He got him. He got him. We have a new Cruiserweight champion.
R.O. Smith, the winner.
Both men.
And the new Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight champion.
Both men may be out, but R.L. Smith has just regained the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight Championship. And I don't even know if he knows it yet. Unbelievable matchup.
That was quite a scrap.
The referee, we're going to need more than just one referee to check on these two guys because, wow.
When the dust settled, the smoke clears. R.O. Smith once again.
Unbelievable matchup.